So welcome back. This tutorial is about one of the revision questions for this year's final exam. And I am going to be covering the if and else conditional statement. Now, when do we need to use an event and when do we not need to use an event? An event is used whenever you require an input. What do I mean by input? An input an input is an action by the user, like pressing of a keyboard key, releasing a keyboard key, moving the mouse, or clicking a mouse button, or releasing a mouse button. If you have any of those requirements in your question, then you need to use an event and a subroutine. Events always work with subroutines. But in this question, as you can see, that is in front of your screens right now, all you have to do is generate two random numbers and store them in two variables called x and y. The maximum limit is given as 500. Now, then you have the conditions. If both numbers are greater than 70, the program should draw a circle, width 100, height 100. And then you have another condition. If either of the two numbers is less than 70, then the program should draw a square, width 100, height 100. In this question, you do not require any input from the user while the program is running. You do not need a key press, you do not need the mouse to be moved or the mouse button to be clicked. So how to do this question? Simply, we'll start with generating two random numbers and storing them in two variables called x and y. So going over to small basic, x is the variable. You always start with the variable name in which you want to store some data. Equals to sign, very important. Math dot get random number. Math is the object, get random number is the action. Then you need a bracket and the limit goes into the bracket. 500 was our limit as given in the question, and that's what I've written in the brackets. Same for variable y. For variable y, math dot get random number, bracket open, 500, bracket closed. Now going back to the first condition, if both numbers are greater than 70, the program should draw a circle. Both numbers. That means the number stored in x and the number stored in y. Both of them have to be greater than 70 at the same time in order to in order to draw a circle. So you always start a conditional statement or an if and else statement with if. Now the condition, the first condition, x, that's where our first number is stored, greater than. You can get this symbol with by pressing and holding down the shift key and pressing the full stop or the dot key on the keyboard. Greater than 70. Am I right? Greater than 70? Greater than 70. Now you need a logical operator like and or. We will use and because when we use and, both conditions on the left and the right side of and have to be true. And as the question said, if both the numbers are greater than 70, then the program should draw a circle. So we'll use and. We cannot use or in this case. And y is greater than 70 also at the same time. So x is greater than 70, and at the same time y is greater than 70. Both numbers are greater than 70. And then we finish off with then. Now on the next line we can write the action that we want to take place. If this condition is true, if both numbers are greater than 70, then what should it do? It should draw A circle. Shapes.add ellipse. Ellipse is used for ovals and circles. The only difference is in the width and height. If both the width and height are the same, it draws a circle. Otherwise, it draws an oval or an elliptical shape. That takes care of our first condition. Now, moving on to the second condition. If either of the two numbers is less than 70, now the word is either, which means either one, not both, is less than 70, then the program should draw a square. Simply write another condition. You cannot write else over here because you do not have the word otherwise. If it was written otherwise, you would use else. But in this case, you need a second condition, which we can write with else if. Else if can be treated as a second if between the same conditional statement. Else if x less than 70. Now the less sign symbol you can get by pressing and holding down the shift key and the comma key on the keyboard. And now we're going to use or, because the question said if either one, either x or y are less than 70, not greater, less than 70. So less than 70. Then now we need to draw a square. In case the second condition is true, we need to draw a square. So shapes dot add rectangle, bracket open, width is 100, height is 100. And add rectangle draws squares and rectangles. The only difference is if both the width and height are equal, then a square will be drawn, otherwise a rectangle will be drawn. And that is about it. We have to end the conditional statement with an end if. End if. That is all that is required in this question. Now if I run the code, it will sometimes show a square and sometimes it might show a circle. It's not necessary that you get both shapes. The only thing that's necessary is that you get the code correct, okay? Because random numbers are out of your control. Sometimes they may be larger than 70, sometimes they may be less than 70, so you might keep getting the same shape. So that covers this particular question.